Hello, Renee Flamont here. I think this video might be a little lengthy, but I don't know how to make it shorter. How can you tell if a person is toxic? Well, the bottom line is, and I'm going to get into some specifics about what someone did to me, which from my life, which I've never done. But a big tell if somebody's toxic is an unequal distribution and display of action. That is a good tell. Like, you've bestowed goodness upon them, they haven't upon you, okay? With all of the talking that I've done, I've remained pretty private in this particular area. I've made reference to how we can all have peripheral narcissists in our life, which would be, of course, not a romantic partner. So it could be business, family, friend, right? Somebody in our circle or that has been in our life but not a partner, okay? But I think it's time I divulge, because I want you to know just how unbalanced things can be before we even react, and how much we have all put up with. I want you to recognize if you're doing the more in a relationship. Are you the person doing the more? I want you to know it's okay to finally say, stop. I'm stopping this, and I demand equal or nothing. With just a beginner list, I hope to demonstrate to you that it's okay if you finally cut someone out of your life. Everyone has their own list, and I'd like you to keep yours in mind while I run through these. I keep looking because I made a list. And remember, as we've discussed many times, disordered people can take on any role in your life. I just mentioned it. Not just a romantic partner. It could be family, friend, business partner. These people are everywhere and come in all forms. Keep that in mind as I go on here, and think of people in your life who have wronged you. Think of who might be dysfunctional, and how they may have wronged you. In the past, this is just a really short list. This person had a 50th birthday. I flew somewhere for the party. I ordered a special engraved book, personalized, sent it around the party, had everyone sign this book. I knew this person would eat that up and love it, because people are writing all these beautiful things in here. And this person needs to hear that. They need this kind of validation. It was a nice commemorative gift, I thought, okay? I also sat and made a list the next morning while they opened their gifts from this party, so they would have a nice and neat list for thank you notes. My 50th, nothing. Nothing. Not a word, not a text, not a phone call. Unbalanced, unequal, I said in the beginning, right? Pet. They had a pet die. And this was during one of our non-talking spouts, lest they ever try to, excuse this disgusting behavior towards me. I called and offered my condolences, even though they were doing one of their grudge-holding things. The dog was like 6 years old, I think. Doesn't matter, very sad. My pet that I had for 12 years, that was my daughter's pet, that was Minnie's husband, wasn't Minnie, died. Not one word at all. Not one word. Unbalanced, unequal, okay? Medical, we can't even get into it. I have flown to this person for a stomach doctor appointment they had. I have flown to this person for a colonoscopy that they had. We're all getting older, we get those, right? We went through the drive-through and we bought all the treatment stuff. I bought it. I don't know, I thought it was like buying drinks. Not only did I buy it, guess what? I did the treatment with them for a colonoscopy as an act of solidarity. Now, without getting into my medical history, I've had several serious medical things. One where I could have died. It was a car accident. No big deal. I'm fine. Years ago. But yep, Guess, nothing. Nothing. Not for any of the medical things that I had. Okay? This person at one point had a new partner person. I flew to meet them. They had a new hobby they were doing. I flew to take part of their hobby. I had a baby, 23 years ago, but baby. And guess what? Nothing, no visit, no flight, a baby. It's a pretty big deal. Not to mention my child's high school graduation, college graduation, being in Australia, as many of you know, and I didn't see her for over 2 years. Nothing. I didn't get a visit. I didn't get a phone call. I didn't get anything. I feel like there was never not even one word of a supportive or anything text. Like, I didn't see my only child for over 2 years. I had people checking in with me. I was fine because I accepted it as an exciting journey for her. I wasn't downtrodden or sad or crying. I was very happy for her. But still, you don't check in? Okay. Smearing. Oh, please. This person has denigrated my reputation every chance they could get for years. And I have never spoken a word about this person except in strict confidence to a choice few when I needed to expel. Triangulation. I'm going right through the list, you guys. Oh yeah, I have a list of friends, people I dated, who this person tried to charm, get on their side, and yes, get against me by saying bad things. And yes, I have evidence. So I'm not paranoid, I have evidence. I've been told forever, things get back to you. Everything goes around and gets back to people. And yes, by the way, sometimes they were successful in getting people against me. And those are actually the times I have in mind when I've made those videos on smearing, when I tell you that sometimes you just have to take it on the chin. The people that follow the smearing, the flying monkeys as we call them, they were meant maybe not to be in my life, I suppose. Was it painful? Oh my God. It's very painful. And please look up those videos on how to deal with that. It's very painful. I've been told the reason for all of this is jealousy by more than 1,000 people through the years. And I always was like, well, what do you mean? Why? And there's no reason for that. And da-ba-ba-ba-ba. I'll never understand that. I don't feel jealousy like that. So I'll never understand that. But, and I've also explained that to you, I don't feel jealousy in that way towards people. I want my personal best. I want everyone to be happy. I want them to have their personal best. I just never felt competitive or jealous like that. Some people do. Some people, it rules their life. Envy rules their life. So maybe that is the reason. Whatever the reason, it stinks. All of this behavior stinks. This person has taped me, unknowing to me, during a discussion and played it for others dear to me. Now, how ridiculous. As if that wasn't orchestrated. And of course, they sat silent knowing it was rolling. I've had this person hold grudges to me many times and many others in their life many times over. The list goes on and on and on and on. And this channel is 2.5 years old now. So I'm not throwing this out there as a tell-all. Please, I would have talked about this a long time ago. I guess what I'm trying to do is show you it's okay to finally decide. I've been there for this person in countless ways, some of which I just outlined for you. And they are able, and all they are able to tout as what I've done to them are my reactions to their actions bad to me. We've talked about incident 0. I wrote an article once and I told you guys what that means. Incident 0 is the first bad act, right? And then you have a back and forth, and then I do something, and then they do something, and then I react, and then okay. This person always wants to talk about, well, you did this, and they're on incident 26. I'm like, what about incident 0 through 25 that you did to me? Well, you wrote that email, and this, and this, and this. And I'm like, here's the thing. Oh, my fan just got caught in my hair. I have never wronged or smited or spited this person as they have me. Because I just don't care that much to do that. I'm not jealous of them. I'm not looking to bring them down. People that do this to you are looking to break you down. They don't want you happy. They don't want you vivacious. They don't want you feeling love. They want to break you down, right? Oh, pardon me again. They have to crush that. God forbid anyone actually likes me or remains my friend, or I have a copacetic life in situations, God forbid, right? The lies they have told about me, things I never did or said, are innumerable, you guys. And they'll never discuss what they did, ever. They don't want to talk about it. Well, you sent that email. Yeah, okay. Excuse me if I defend myself vigorously when attacked. I've been the one every time, every time to eat the crow, make the call, swallow the fight, make peace, literally raise a white flag. I bought a little white flag. Never once have they. Never. They call me the B word. Did you see that email? She's a B. The B word, the swear word. Yeah. I don't walk around going ksh, ksh, ksh in life being a B, but I'm certainly going to probably out-mean you when it comes to stuff in writing, because I'm a writer. I have better language. I have a better command of the English language. Certainly it's going to be pretty mean. If you've wronged me and I'm at that point, yeah, it's going to be scathing. Sure, absolutely. But again, I'm defending myself. This person, the narcissist, whatever you have in your life as a toxic person, they will never take blame. Ever. They will never be sorry, swallow, make the call, eat the crow. They will never take accountability. And this person will always be against me. Always. There is no healing this person. There is no helping this person. There is no excuse for their behavior. There isn't. And they've convinced themselves they are right. Another trait of these toxic people, which you guys know. And they'd rather stand there alone in that than have peace or admit, ooh, maybe I handled that wrong. So be it. Let them go. You'll never help a person like this. You'll never make them see anything. The kicker is, and we've discussed this plenty, they are with everyone else, magnanimous, generous, goes out of their way to fly to people for the most insignificant things. They act like they're the most loyal person. None of their people know any of the things I've listed because I don't roll that way. And none of these people know the rest of the list, which is even worse. I'm not one to be on the phone. Did you hear? Did you do? And you know that they keep you away from their new people, lest the new people hear anything you have to say about them. Right? They don't want that. And we're talking about someone who sees their own parents twice a year for a day, talking about acting like everything's fine. And then they're the person that preaches they're so close. They're the person that does the syrupy posts. Yeah, okay. You see your parents twice a year and you do syrupy posts that you're so close. That's them. And you guys know the type. So I decided I would no longer accept disrespect and cruelty and disingenuous behavior. It turns my stomach. People like this turn my stomach. And I see it a mile away, but none of their people ever will. Why? Because they present themselves in a certain way and they don't let their new people near you. You think I meet any of their new people? They're afraid. Of course they are. They're afraid I'm going to say anything. They've literally kept new people from me on purpose. And not that I'm going to sit there and talk to you. I wouldn't do that. Hi, nice to meet you. Let me give you a list. No, I wouldn't even do that. But my point for you is, it's all right to have self-value kick in. It's all right to make the decision to protect yourself from these kinds of people. And it's all right to finally say, you know what? I knocked myself out forever on this, trying, and I've accepted that this will never, ever be. This person loathes me. as in hates. My mother doesn't like that word, but it's true. This person has exhibited nothing but pure hatred towards me. And I said this to them once, pardon me. I do not, really, I said, well, you might want to look in the mirror at what your definition of love is, because this behavior certainly isn't any kind of love that I would want in my life, and it certainly feels and smells and tastes like hatred. And so I became done. Release yourself if you have something similar going on. There is no way on the planet that you were intended to be a punching bag. How do I handle it? I found that sooner or later the truth has a way of leaking out. I've had flying monkeys come back to me and say, woof, you were right about her, my bad. Yeah, that can happen. And sometimes it doesn't happen, and that's a bitter pill to swallow, that you lose a friend. It can happen. But I decided, I pity these people. I pity this person. They will die alone, surrounded by the strangers they've cultivated and convinced themselves that are their family, but not with any actual close family around. Not if you see your actual family 2 times a year. Maybe not even. With the syrupy posts about being so close to your family. No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. And you choose everybody else, friends and other people's families, over your own continuously. That's a whole other list, which I don't need to go into this ever again. I just wanted to make this point because I hear a lot of people say, well, when do I cut this person off? How much abuse do you want to take? How much? You know, they sell that as their choice, that they're with these people and not their own family. They probably have made up a reason. They probably talk bad about, oh, you don't know how they can be. And they're probably talking bad about, you know, a lot of people, whatever. But I feel like when you are accepting another family over your own family, as I see this person do with their family, that doesn't speak well to me. This person has a nice family, right? When we have somebody that does that, this person has a nice family. And the sellout is their choice. And they sell it as their choice. But we all know these people move on to new people who don't know the old information about them, as I said earlier, so they can pretend to be whoever they want. It's sad. It's sad. And being an empath, of course, I feel badly for them. But that is no longer a reason I hang in there. Sometimes you just have to let go, guys. Sometimes you just have to let go. Protect yourself. You are worth it. No one should ever have to endure what I have from this person, ever. And that includes you. Once you take control and they realize they can no longer affect you adversely, your part is over. Even if they sit and stew for the rest of their sorry days. It doesn't affect me anymore. I've made the decision not to deal with it. Truthfully, I think the state of their life is tragic, Shakespearean tragic, but the real tragedy is that they think it's just fine. I marvel at that. They sell it to others and themselves that everything is okay. I have you guys in my family. I love you guys. And they'll continue to put syrupy fake posts about family members they see once or twice a year and make everybody think that they're really close. And nobody calls them out on anything. They just accept the once or twice a year. Nobody's going to bother. They're not going to see anything. They're not going to know. They're not going to understand the truth of themselves. So it's not worth it to anybody to try to make them see the light because they know they're never going to. So they just accept the once or twice a year and let it ride. You don't think the family, I know the family. They're upset. They're upset. They don't see the person. But yet they spend time with other people flying to functions that aren't even as important as functions they haven't flown to for their own family. It's like so black and white. It's ridiculous. So I say to myself, what do they tell that family that they're missing this thing? They must make up bad things about everybody. Because how else do you explain that you're at a stupid function for a non-family member and you miss a big function for a family member? How else do you explain it? A toxic person will come up with reasons. Oh, they don't accept me. They don't like me. They're hard to be around. Whatever they say. I don't know. So it's sad. But go forth and just pity them for the misguided, confused people that they are. Their lies about you does not make it truth, and their truth to themselves doesn't make it true either. And all I can say is bless their dysfunctional hearts. So you release, you walk away, and you wish them well. But you don't have to put up with it. Don't keep trying with a person that you're getting nowhere with. If you keep hitting a wall, sometimes it's time to let go. I thank you for watching, you guys. Please go ahead and hit sub, like, and share. Have a great weekend, and I will see you Monday.